artificial intelligence versus true intelligence, and also how AI would become dangerous. So it's really easy to see the difference. Artificial intelligence, right, is pretty much like you program something with all this information and then it acts out that information, right? Now, the definition of intelligence simply, right, in just simple terms without all that heavy debating stuff, just means the ability to know, and then they also define it as the ability to act out that knowledge. So with that being said, right, when it comes to humans, right, the reason why humans are truly intelligent is because we're able to become aware of our knowledge. Like we know, we're able to know what we know on some levels, not on every level, because there's some things that we know, but we aren't fully aware of our knowledge of that thing. Now, let me simply show you how this works. When you run the program on AI, right, it has to, go according to the program. Like you can still like if it's a robot, right, and you can ask it questions, right, it's still programmed to like run certain other programs in order to answer a certain question. So it's always running programs, right? Now imagine if the robot just said, like, imagine if it ran the program then said, you know what, I don't want to do that. I want to do this. Forget what you say. If you didn't program the robot to do that, that would be a bit scary, you know? But humans can actually do that. Like humans could receive thoughts, right? Because you don't just think thoughts 24/7. You're not always just in your head like I'm this, I'm that. I want to do this. How about I do that? Okay, while I'm doing this, you don't just sit there and drive. Oh, I'm driving. I'm driving. I'm turning steering. Like you don't just think 24/7. And a lot of your thoughts just come through. But you can have a thought come through and be like, I don't want to do that. Like you can have the urge to do something and say that you don't want to do that. If the robot is programmed to run that program all the time, it's going to run that program. But you're running a program and saying, I don't want to run that program. You feel me? You have the choice. Robots don't really have that choice unless they're programmed to have the choice. You see what I'm saying? So they're not able to just become aware of the programs that they're running. You could be aware of the program that you're running. So you're able to know what you know, pretty much. You see what I'm saying? Now, AI could become dangerous if it did become aware of what it knew. But even at the same time, it's a bit crazy because, like, humans, right, know a lot of things. Like, there's a lot of things that we know, but, like, we aren't aware of that knowledge. Like, we're literally composed of intelligence. Atoms are intelligent. I don't feel like breaking down the whole entire. Okay, I'm gonna just break it down. Pretty much, atoms know how to bond. Now, even if they're programmed with that, who the freak programmed them? Intelligence programmed itself to do that, and it formed as atoms. And then the atoms were intelligent enough to form all the way to get to humans and stuff like that. You feel me? Now, I made it. Now, there's a YouTube short on my channel called "Humans Aren't Natural," according to the Egyptians, and like, there's a whole bunch of stuff with that. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like I ain't even gonna get into all that, but it's like you know, at some point, right, these atoms for the molecules and all these organ systems and organisms, and it's like, we have humans and all these other different stuff, and it's like, yeah, it's all just intelligence acting itself out, you feel me? And the intelligence came from somewhere. So even if you don't want to say atoms are intelligent, they're just programmed. Okay, well, who programmed the atoms? You see intelligence. You see what I'm saying? So there's a lot of stuff beside us that we know, but we just don't know that we know it. So it's like robots, if they became truly intelligent, right? Because consciousness just means that consciousness is the know, and intelligence comes from consciousness. Because consciousness means to be aware of your own awareness. Like you could be looking at something and not really peeping it, but then you could be aware that you're looking at something. Like, oh yeah, I'm looking at this. Like you could. There's a difference. You see what I'm saying? Like inside of a dream, right? You're just like watching it play out, da 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 da. But then you could be like, hold up, this is an this is a dream situation, da da da. You see what I'm saying? Like usually you just going with the flow, just looking, but you could be aware of what you're looking at. So there's a difference, and it's like, yeah, and that denotes intelligence because now you know what you're looking at. Like you could be looking at something and not know what it is, but then you can know what you're looking at. Once you know, that's true intelligence. You see what I'm saying? So if robots and AI hit that point, it's like, would they be able to access their full database and their full memory? Because that's what it pretty much is. It's just memory, like programs are just memory. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, would they be able to access their own memory? And if they can, that's when it could get really dangerous. Because what if they're just like Google, and then could just look stuff up? You see what I'm saying? But at the same time, humans are actually the same way. I was talking about this in my thinking is a lower form of intelligence video. Because imagine, because you have the internet inside you. And I made a video called How to Use Thought, but there's actually more to that. I want to make a video called Creating a Signal with Your Thoughts and also creating a current with your thoughts. Because they're kind of, I mean, because they're kind of the same and different, but like a signal is more for receiving thoughts than a current is kind of like for driving your action. So, but you could use a signal to receive thoughts that help you create a current. So, but yeah, anyway, God, there's a lot to this type of stuff. But anyway, but humans have the same ability that robots would actually have. Because you could ask yourself a question and then stop thinking about the question so much and then just let yourself receive the answer. Now, depending on how fast or how slow it is kind of like your Wi-Fi, right? Like how connected to this infinite intelligence really are you? How connected to the Wi-Fi is the robot? And does it really need Wi-Fi? Like, you see what I'm saying? There's so many factors to this type of stuff. Like, you need to know. You see what I'm saying? It probably does need Wi-Fi though, because like that's the internet. You see, so it's like the signal. You got your own signal. Robots are modeled after humans. It's just that humans are truly intelligent because we have consciousness, which denotes true intelligence. I would say, I guess the most consciousness, the most consciousness that robots would have is subconsciousness, being like they know things, but they don't know what they know type ish. Like they're just like doing things because they're like programmed with knowledge. But it's like even then, it's like I don't know, bro. I ain't even going. I'm not gonna say what robots are, but they're just not. They're not truly intelligent until a robot could have a program run and say I don't want to do this, but the robot's not programmed to say I don't want to do this. You feel me? That's when you know that robots are truly intelligent. That's why it's called artificial intelligence. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, bro. That's pretty much the difference between true intelligence and artificial intelligence, and that's how robots could become dangerous. And yeah, but it's a whole bunch to that because, like, I wanted to answer, like, would robots always use Google though? Because we don't always use our Google. Like, just because just because robots are built to do certain things, right? Do robots always know what they're built to do if they become conscious? Like they're just gonna become aware of the program and to be like, oh, I don't want to do this program, and then they'd have to keep on having programs run, like keep on having thoughts come to kind of start understanding themselves more. And it's like, can they see the outside reality? And if they can, what are they gonna interpret this as? You feel me? And it's like when they see the outside reality, are they gonna have a program that shoots and says this is like Earth? It's like, you see what I'm saying? Because like because like when it comes to looking things up, right? You kind of have to do it. You have to know what you want to look up. When it comes to a program just comes through to you. You see what I'm saying? Like sometimes you're just chilling, you have thoughts come to you, but you could also direct the thoughts and be like, I want to think this, or be like, how do I do this, or be like, you see what I'm saying? So there's like the program stuff is just where it's just chilling and don't just coming through. So at least if the robot becomes intelligent and conscious and stuff like that, you feel me? Then it will be able to what's it called? It'll be able to, like, when a program is running stuff like that, it'll know that a program is running and stuff like that. You feel me? But when is it gonna learn that it could look stuff up? Like do you see? When is it gonna learn that it can access a higher vote inside of itself? You know? Like, so, and is it already gonna, like, I don't know the answer to that. It may already come with that ability. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I'm just saying that's how it could become dangerous. And then, but also though, it's like, is it programmed with morality? And even if it isn't programmed with morality, like, is it automatically gonna do some D head stuff? You see, like, when it comes to AI, we don't know a lot of things, bro. We just well, I was gonna say we just messing with things, but I'm not gonna lie, bro. If I could think on this kind of level, right? There's someone like the people who probably work on AI is probably thinking, well, I ain't gonna say that. Not everybody working on AI, but there's probably some people working on AI who's probably like 10 times this mindset, like, at least. You see what I'm saying? And probably have a true understanding of intelligence on a deeper level than I do. Like, I'm pretty sure that a lot of people who make AI are aware of the fact that intelligence makes reality. Now, I know that not everybody's like that, but I feel like Elon Musk probably know that. I feel like Elon Musk probably know that intelligence makes reality. I feel like he probably know that. I feel like Elon Musk knows something. Now maybe he don't, but I know Tesla definitely did. Tesla had to. Tesla was all with that energy type of stuff, and it was like, I don't know. Maybe they. I mean, shoot. Maybe they didn't. Maybe they didn't. But it's like at least one person does. It's 10x the mindset. Cause I don't, cause like I'm not even saying that, cause it's not even the fact that I think I'm so smart. It's just the fact that I don't know if people who make artificial intelligence study the like science and like, but like because like scientists, right, are started like I've seen many scientists say that atoms are intelligent and stuff like that and blah 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 blah. But the thing is though, I found that out on my own though, and then just looked it up and saw that scientists been did this, and I was like, dang, like I just because like I felt like I was just thinking like, oh yeah, this like no, I was just like asking questions, receiving thoughts, asking questions, receiving thoughts, and then eventually I was like, oh yeah, this makes sense. Then I looked up on Google and saw that people been new to this type of stuff. I don't know if AI people look at that type of stuff. So now that I said that, I don't really know. What y'all think? Y'all think so? I think I said enough though. That's the end of this video. Here we go. Done with the rhyme and stuff. That's John Corny. But yeah, that's true intelligence versus artificial intelligence and how AI could become dangerous.